last one for the season. Is there no ice and water? Ah, Miss Henna's having a nap. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Friday. It is just after 8 a.m. and today we're off to go dry in a project that we're starting next week. So it's a new construction project. We don't do too many of those, but this is something that popped up for an end of the year project. We have some beautiful weather here in southern Ontario for November, so we're going to take advantage of it. So yeah, we're going to go head over to Convoy. We're going to get all of our underlayments. We're going to get everything dried in for them. We're going to take double check some measurements, and I haven't even seen the project yet, so that'll be fun. And then early next week, probably Monday, Tuesday, we'll be starting the project, assuming weather cooperates. So yeah, we're gonna go and head straight to Convoy. We'll be coming home, picking up the trailer, and then going to the job site. So let's get on the road. It is another beautiful day here in southern Ontario. Temperature on the truck is reading 7 degrees Celsius. Hoping to hit a high of 9 degrees later on this afternoon. So hopefully that happens. But either way, there's not really any frost on the roofs, so we should have no problem getting up there. So once we get to the project, we're to get all of our underlayment on, fully dry in the house. We'll probably prep it with a drip edge. We got to make sure we get our order placed early enough. So we're going to double check all of our measurements, make sure everything's showing up, everything that we need, and then we'll be setting off the order, and then that'll hopefully be arriving on Monday. But this is going to be one of the last roofing projects of the 2024 season, so I'm looking forward to it. We're not super swamped right now. We don't have a ton of work, and I'm not just going to sit around and wait for work to come in, so I'm probably going to end up closing this season a little bit short. We had a great year. We're going to see how everything goes. You guys will still have some content, some videos coming out. Our camera comes back hopefully early this week. All right, guys, just pulling up to Convoy Supply. I'm gonna go pick up a couple rolls of underlayment, and I have a few questions for them on a couple different products. So, all right, guys, got all our material loaded. So we're gonna head back home. We're gonna pick up the trailer, and then we're gonna head over to the job site. Well, it's our daily fuel trip in the Hemi today. All right, guys, just pulling back up home. We're at the trailer. We're gonna load this thing up. So once we get this job all dried in, I have quite a bit of work that I want to try and get done on the trailer. I've got to winterize it, and then I also just have a lot of stuff I want to update and kind of redo, and kind of get it ready for get it ready for next week, as well as just the next season. All right, check on our lights real quick. For some reason, this one's still being a little finicky, that top one. But all our tail lights are working, all of our side lights, so that's really all we need. All right, I have somehow misplaced the address for this project. So I looked on our project file and nothing was recorded there. So I know I was asked to give a rough price on this project. Like, this was, oh geez, this was months ago, like in the early, I guess, middle of summer. And so it kind of just left my mind. I kind of forgot about it because I knew it wasn't going to be until fall that we were tackling this. And so I've misplaced the address. So I'm going to call the general contractor and just get an update on that. And then we'll be on the road. All right, folks, we are just pulling up onto the job site. It's on my left-hand side here. There she is. Nice and easy. All right, let's go check this thing out. got this thing papered up. Put some ice and water around our skylight there. I got ice around up our wall for our set flashings and drip along the eaves. So we need some more drip for our rakes. That'll come with the delivery, and it has to go on top of our paper anyways, so that's no problem. We'll bang that on first thing, and apart from that, that's pretty much it. Some really cool planes going by today. I'm assuming it's for Remembrance Day. All right, well, that is done for today. We've got everything watertight, good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go get our order placed through Convoy, and then that'll be coming Monday afternoon. Hey Megan, this is Matt with Shingletown. Just looking to place an order for Monday. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Megan.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, you too. Bye. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Monday. It is just after 10 a.m. And today, Miss Henna and I are off to a Remembrance Day or Veterans Day ceremony. So we're off to go do that first. And then we have a new build project that's starting today as well. So material is going to be coming. We'll get a start on it later on this afternoon. For now, we're gonna go load up on the trailer and then come back and pick Miss Henna up. So today is a pretty overcast day. We had quite a bit of rain that came in last night, and there's a bit expected for later on this afternoon as well. Temperature on the truck is reading 9 degrees. So definitely some November temperatures starting to creep in. Over the last 2 days, I did a bunch of work on the inside of the trailer, which you guys will see, I guess, later on today. And that'll be also a future video that'll be coming out in the next couple weeks. So I'm excited to start editing that one. Oh, so close. All right, let's check our lights. All right, we're all set. So this will be kind of the test, because I moved a ton of different things around. I put in new bolts on this side to hold a bunch of our tools. So you can see this was the only way I was able to mount things on the wall. For through these bolts, I had to fix up a couple bolts on the back door, and we built in a new shelf or cabinet in there as well. Okay, that is everything packed up. We're gonna go grab Miss Henna, and then we gotta get on the road. Well, Miss Henna and I are getting on the road. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Hey people!
She looks very nice today. So we're gonna go over to this Remembrance Day ceremony, and then the job is actually just down the road from where the ceremony is. So we're gonna go to the ceremony, and we're gonna wait for the call for material delivery, and then we're gonna head over to the job and get everything unloaded. Just pulling up to the ceremony. We had to park a little farther away because, well, we have a trailer with us and it's not necessarily ideal. All right, guys, we just got out of the ceremony, and now we're gonna go head to Timmy's, grab a drink. Still haven't heard from Convoy, so I'm assuming they're not on their way yet. And then we'll be heading to the job site and get this material unloaded. All right, just pulling up to the job site. Don't see anybody here. So she's still pretty windy out here. Doesn't look like any of the other trades are here. So looks like we got it all to ourselves. So the general contractor has our curb all built in, so that's good. We can go around, flash that. Looks like he's got a flashing kit here for us, and then this is the glass for the curb mount, screws for it. Those will go in last. So one thing I did want to see was just scope out the area a little bit and see where our Convoy will be able to pull in. But yeah, this driveway is a little bit tight. They might give me a bit of a hard time going over these power lines. And then there is a second driveway on this side of the building, but depending on where the tree is, they might also have a hard time there as well. I guess we'll kind of just have to wait and see what they say, because I haven't heard anything from them as of yet. So I think I'm gonna leave the trailer out of the driveway for now until they get here. Once they've delivered material and are gone, then we can back in and start getting stuff ready. But But now, for now, it's just a waiting game to see when they get here.
A few moments later, a few minutes later, 3 days later.
Well, shingles are here. Miss Henna and I have been waiting for, it's been at least an hour, hour and a half. We've been sitting on the property waiting for them. So yeah, we're gonna go chat with them, make sure they can, I don't even know if they could for sure pull in the driveway, but hopefully they can. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good.
All right, well, I gotta head up there. I gotta put some spikes in for 4 piles. It's 44 bundles total for this job. So we're gonna need 4 stacks of 11. And we also gotta go check out this paper and see how tacky it is, because it was raining. Well, it's probably an hour or so ago now, but still, she's gonna be a little damp up there. It doesn't look too bad. Still looks pretty tacky. So I think I'll probably start in that corner over here today. We'll see if we can get that skylight flashed. We're just gonna put a few in. She'll be fine. All right, one more pile on this side, and we'll be all set. What's up, Travis?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, she's a bit mucky. So I guess just 4 stacks of 11. I got spikes in. These ones aren't in anything, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so vents are, I got them nailed, but there's 4 vents on this side.
I see where you nailed now.
Yeah. Apart from that though, that's it. And well, there's a skylight over there, but
yeah,
I think you can see that one. Okay, now we just need our vents, accessories, and we have some step flashing that we need. So apart from that, I think that's everything. Like I was mentioning earlier, I think we're just gonna get started on this side. We'll get the trailer backed in. All we need is compressor hooked up and air lines. We'll get everything, all of our chargers plugged in, and then we'll just get moving on here. Hopefully we should be able to easily get past the skylight. It's about 2 o'clock right now. So we'll get this all flashed up and then possibly get it set today as well. We'll see. And then tomorrow we'll tackle all of this. Completely forgot to bring my legs for the ladder so that I can put it at the bottom and avoid all this mud. So we'll have to bring that in for tomorrow, but I can't lean it against my drip edge or it's just gonna crimp it all. So that's really the only option I got. That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing.
We get a lot of...
Such a low profile.
Hey?
Such a low profile for something that can lift that much weight.
Yeah. We got a new one coming this week or next week.
Oh yeah? Must be making some big money. Sheesh.
You know how it goes. No, we didn't do that well this year.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Here's a fancy new crane.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get our trailer backed in as far as we can. Get our batteries plugged in, get chargers going, and then we're just gonna start shingling. Recording any of that?
No.
I just realized my GoPro was not recording that entire time. So we've got all of our prep work done for the most part. We got most of our drip edge on. We have it all on our right side, all of our starter on. I'm still leaving that side until I have my ladder feet, whatever you want to call it. So I'll do the rest of that tomorrow. But for now, I'm just shingling as much as I can. So Miss Henna has decided to join me. We're gonna work our way up to the skylight, get this whole thing flashed, and then yeah, basically shingle as much as we can in the next hour and a half. Okay, well, you guys will have a bit of time lapse, I guess you can look at, since I didn't record that. Okay, so I gotta wait to do that. I actually probably should have left this shingle because I gotta run all my ice and water on this and get that prepped. We'll run a few more on this side. And there's nothing quite like nailing into fresh half-inch decking. It really just grabs that nail. I'm just gonna leave that one out because I might be taking this shingle out again. So now we're gonna go grab our flashing kit, get all that ice and water worked up. Actually, it's perfect time for you to be here. I could actually really use a hand with the ice and water. I'll be right back. Why, thank you. What's in here? Is there no ice and water?
I didn't see any. Is it in one of those you know, those little...
Yeah, I just checked. Well, it's supposed to come with... Maybe it's in the other box? Let me go have a look. Okay. Well, he thought we either already had it or I don't know, something. So we're gonna wait for the proper ice and water. I don't want to use standard ice on this, and it's a better product for these skylights. It's really tacky.
It's much thicker too.
So I'm just gonna wait till we have that. So I'm just gonna leave the skylight for now until tomorrow, and I'll go chip along over there, I guess. So why don't we just do this all now, and then it'll be prepped.
I think that the ice would just come in the flashing kit. That it wouldn't be removable. You know
Yeah,
what
I didn't.
mean, right?
I thought it all
I
skylights came with it. I didn't think it was separate.
Because it's Velux packs this and ships it out per job, right? So like
They're great products, but the fact that they don't put the skylight in mandatory and you have to order it all separate, like it's not convenient for the buyer.
well, that, and it actually sets up contractors or DIYers for failure, right? Because unless you've really covered your bases, like really been thorough about this and maybe done it a couple times before, there's still a pretty high chance you'll be missing something and not know that you need it, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's about as far as we can go with the skylight. So we're gonna go tackle some of these bottoms. So when I come in tomorrow, I can just do everything from standing. That's about as far as we're gonna go on this side. We're gonna wait till tomorrow until we get the rest of our ice and water for our skylight. So the general contractor is gonna pick that up for us since he was in charge of ordering everything for the skylight. Hello, Miss Henna. So we did all the bottoms on this side, worked up about as far as we can. And now we're gonna go work on these flashings here. So I gotta start on my flashing side. So this side will just naturally take a little bit longer than what this side will, because I'm using my dominant hand on this side to grab shingles. So I gotta go grab the flashings. Right, Miss Henna? She's like, I don't care. I have to go cut and bend kick out flashing for the bottom. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Oh yeah, I think we have some in our cooler. All right. Normally everybody drinks them on me. So for your bottom flashing, you always cut what's called a kick out flashing. And so that along your wall, the east trough is never gonna be able to go far enough against the wall, the brick in this case, to where it won't go farther than where the roof edge is. So water will actually get in behind the trough along the side of it. You'll see when I put this in. So what you do, you cut a 45, you bend this over, and it's called a kick-out flashing.
And it directs the water into a couple of inches in from the edge of the trough instead of hitting right on the edge of it. Yeah, I got you.
Just cut that in, and then you just bend this in.
You're not not a roofer anymore when you're doing this.
Ooh. So there we go. So there's a little kick out flashing. That should be fine. And now what I like to do is just take a little bit of sealant. All right, so what we're gonna do, bend this back. We're just gonna put a thin little bead of silicone along this. It's gonna seal that edge. And now I'm gonna take a little piece of tuck tape and I'm gonna put this along the bottom of the flashing. And it's gonna hold that flashing in place until that silicone cures. And so I'm not fighting it the whole time. And then we're gonna take our tuck tape, stick that to the back side of the flashing, press this all in, hold that over top of that seam, and then that'll hold that all in place. And that silicone is also sealing up that corner. So there you go, that's all nice, good to go, and ready to install. All right, so there we go, we got our kick out. And now when we're coming in on this side, we have to keep in mind that we're gonna be installing a bathroom vent and a plumbing stack. So depending on where our toilet is, that's gonna be sink, I'm assuming, but I know they'll be in this general area. So I think I'll probably line them both up here so they're left at least somewhat universal. So I'll keep this in mind. They're basically to the left and to the right of this window. So our second window from the brick wall is kind of centered with where we want our two pieces. So we can go about 2 feet to the left and 2 feet to the right, ideally within about a foot of that window. Now, sun's starting to set. I won't have much daylight left here, and yeah, probably another hour or so, maybe. But I'm gonna try and see how many bottoms I can get on and go from there. Get some of our starter shingle.
All right, everybody. This was time-lapse camera. This is now Henna Cam. I'm stealing a camera and walking off of a roof. Okay, so just in case you didn't catch it, look at that. Look at how dark those clouds are. Look how puffy they are. I closed my eyes and I laid down like underneath this window over here. I was taking a little nappy nap, and then Matt was like, it looks like rain, and I opened my eyes and that's what I see. It wasn't there when I went to sleep. All right, down we go. La la la. So the sky overhead just got very cloudy. Very, woo. Watch where you're walking. Look at your feet, not at the camera. Jeez, it got dark. But yeah, that's moving in fast, that rain. I don't even know if you can see it up there. Let's see if I can get you to see it. Oh yeah, a little bit creeping in. And where's the mat? I have located the mat.
Okay, well that storm's moving in pretty quick, so we're gonna go pack all this up before we get absolutely soaked. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it for today. I'm just gonna retuck this stuff, nail it light. It's a real short storm, but because it's already, I mean, almost 5 o'clock, we're just gonna call it. So tomorrow, well, we've got all of this to install. I'll see how far we get, but I mean, a full day to tackle all this is a pretty good amount of time. It's fairly straightforward. So maybe first thing tomorrow, we'll probably get started on this side. And then as the day warms up, we'll move towards the Skylight. Let's get down before we get soaking wet. I know Miss Henna wants to take these home for some kind of art project, I don't know. So she'll be pretty upset if she forgets them.
So I don't know how you guys do all that and then also just tie it and then just throw it on the hook like it weighs absolutely nothing. I know I would.
All right, guys. Well, it is 4:46. It gets dark around this time of year, around 5 p.m. anyways, so it's not a big deal. We lost about maybe 20-30 minutes, something like that. Not a huge deal. So yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll get a lot done tomorrow. Maybe Henna will be with us, maybe she won't, but either way, we will be. So yeah, tomorrow should be a fun day. Want to thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you to all the new subscribers. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more future content. And with that being said, we will see you in the next one. Miss Henna?
Bye.
Bye.